Big Daddy Parker. My apologies, I'm not sure my partner's last name sometimes. I have a lot of partners. Doing,
What?
That's not what I meant. I didn't mean that.
Okay, here we go. This is Jack Big Daddy Parker here. I'm not too keen on all this technology stuff, but they tell me this video is going to end up on YouTube somehow, so I don't know if I need to say certain things or talk a certain way or sing and dance, but I hope everybody who's watching enjoys it.
Maybe you should intro it or something. Just, a quick little intro for all the YouTube viewers out there.
Oh, is that how that works? All these millennials, I tell you what, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do. All right, so welcome into Dover Downs. This is the Monster Mile. We're focusing in on the number 9 Taco Bell Chevy Monte Carlo, driven by Jared Denson. Pace car is off, and we are getting ready to go green. To my left, to your right is Crispy Bacon. We're glad to be here, folks. We're going 55 laps, and we're going green. Here we go.
It's going to be an interesting race. These cars are tough to drive. I've heard they've gotten a little bit easier through the new season, but they're definitely a handful as we see Jared whip this car around this old Monster Mile.
Tell you what, we might have to hop in this car because the volume on these cars is coming in really low through my headset. I don't know if you're getting the same thing, Chris.
Give me 2 seconds. I might can give you a feedback there. As we see, they've sort of spaced out there at the front.
Indeed, they have. I think we're going to go ahead and hop into the roll bar. Oh, there we go. Okay. There we go. There we go. We'll get it right here for a second. We'll get it right here in a second. And that is not Scott Phelps up here, I heard. This is the one and only Jared Denson, as we said. Tell you what, look at him manhandle that car.
He is just really fighting that wheel, and you really got to it this Monster Mile. Not only are the cars tough to drive, but this is a very tough track. There's a hill on each exit of each turn. She's a tough one to drive, and you can tell it's also really hot in there, as you can see that fan there, down there by his feet. It is hot in that car.
Yeah, I was going to mention to you, you can see that fan blowing in there, turning kind of slow, to be honest with you. I'm not so sure. Uh-oh, leader's wrecking. Good wreck avoidance, and we have a caution flag out yet? Maybe we should get our flags out here so people will know when that happens.
In second place, Jared Denson. You got me? This is Scott up in the... This is not Scott. My apologies. I've been out of the game for a while. This is Crispy Bacon. You got me?
Crispy, got you loud and clear there, brother.
My man, how's the car feeling down there? Those first few laps look good. Y'all spaced out there. How's it feeling?
Had a good start. Felt pretty solid, but these things are a handful.
Hey, okay.
Go ahead, Big Daddy.
Real quick, Jared, before you get back to green here, gotta ask, the little fan you have down there blowing on your feet, looks like it's not turning very many RPMs. Can you even feel it?
Yes, sir.
No, I can't. Actually, that's a little bit of issue we had before the race. It's got 2 settings on it, low and high, and the high does not work.
Halfway down the back.
You know what? That sounds like a car straight out of 1987. I tell you what, they put every detail into these simulations. So, anyway, good luck to you, Jared. We'll watch from up here and hope you grab a win.
Middle.
The folks up here in the booth told me that this caution is brought to you by Pop-Tarts. Even back in 1987, Pop-Tarts were the go-to breakfast treat for all ages. Pop-Tarts. When you wake up in the morning and the tummy is a rumbly, you eat Pop-Tarts. I tell you what, folks, I just read it. I don't write it. They just put it in front of me and tell me to read it. So if you like Pop-Tarts, go eat them.
I don't know
if
what
you
you're
don't,
doing.
Whatever. All
Man,
right.
I gotta tell you, that was a long ad. I'm sure they paid a lot of money for that one. That was a lengthy one. as we get ready to go back green here, just a little fun
My
fact
bad,
for the viewers that are unsure. We see Jared apologize there for something I'm about to tell you.
Yeah.
These cars go by the old school rules, the 1987 rules, so they actually restart single file, and there's also no green white checkers if one comes around to if a caution comes around towards the end of the race. So just fun fact for you if you didn't already know.
Nice to have back.
Yes, indeed. I believe. Oh, sorry there. I lost my train of thought, so I just pretended my mic cut out. We're gonna get ready and go back green. Sorry.
All right, we're coming back to the green flag here. Pace car is off. We're gonna try again in this far chase.
That car down low is a lap car. That's how they restarted back in the old days. Lap cars on the inside. Is we're gonna go green here.
And that young fellow there in first place, that's Brian Dixon, is channeling his inner Dale Earnhardt, it looks like, with the old black number 3. All right, looks like Jared's going to get a little bit of pressure here by the Skull Bandit. Might be Harry Gant himself. Jared's just going to let him go. It's fine. We got 14 laps into 55 here. Might need to adjust this camera just a little bit.
Yeah, it's definitely an...
I just realized something. I can hear the crowd in the background. That's a pretty cool little thing to note here from up in the broadcast booth. So these folks are loving it. I tell you what, they're happy to be out and about.
Yes, indeed. They're happy to be back at the track. I'm not sure that it's actually legal or if they just kind of showed up as we...
Yeah.
We see they are slam-packed. A lot of people decided to just come break the law and
indeed
pack the stands, but we're happy to have them.
I'll tell you what, Jared's
not really our problem.
Yeah, Jared's bearing down here on second place, but he's getting some pressure from behind at the same time. Looks like he's probably just as fast, if not faster than these guys, but sometimes, you know, folks, these guys get a run on you and you can't really help but, you know, just let people by, especially early on in the race. Not a whole lot of need to pressure right now, so.
I agree, partner. There's also a lot that goes into the tire wear and how these cars break down, and this Monster Mile will definitely eat up your Goodyear tires. Sorry there, words are hard. So he's definitely going to take care of those early on. Maybe later in the race he can make that pay off a little better, as some of those guys that flew by him are going to burn those Goodyear Eagles up.
All right, so we're coming up to lap, this will be 19 when we come around next time by. Jared looks like he's getting into a nice little groove here. Looking at lap times, the top 3 or maybe just a tenth maybe faster than Jared right now, but not really a problem. Like I said, we're early on in the race and certainly no reason to push hard right now. We see a battle up there for second, so that's certainly going to let Jared catch up. Oh, they're going to stay side by side for a little while here. That's definitely going to help out.
It's going to help Jared out, but it's also dangerous. Those guys could take each other out at any point, as these cars are hard to control.
I tell you what, Chris, I'm going to let you take over from here for just a minute.
Yeah, I can see that. There's some leaning over me in the booth here.
Yeah.
Okay, right. Yep.
If you could just lean forward a little bit, I can talk to this young man who's come to see me.
I'll take over for a second. For those that are watching, this race is brought to you by... oh, sorry, see a car slide there. This race is brought to you by B&H Racing on Twitch TV. Sorry, words are really hard tonight. If you haven't already followed and you're watching, give us a follow. That really helps out the stream. You can check us out on Facebook, on YouTube, anywhere else. If you want to be a part of the community, just start talking. We're welcome to anyone, and we enjoy having you. So, back to the race now.
Well done, Chris. I am impressed with your professionalism and your mastery, or lack thereof, of the English language. So thank you for covering for me. All right,
Yeah,
looks like we got another caution here. Here's a spinner up here on the front stretch. Is that Jeff Gordon? No, it's just a car that looks a little bit like his.
Well, very close to it, I should say.
Oh,
But
very late. Second and third comes in. They're going to leave the leader out on his own. Jared must have got the call just in time and made it in. I tell you what, that's a professional race car driver for you right there. Somebody with lesser skill might have spun that thing out and ended his day quick.
yeah, as we saw there, that very bright car almost took out the water barrels up there.
Yeah.
But we'll see what happens with Jared's pit strategy here and see what he's thinking and what the crew's telling him.
I tell you what, it looks like they... Uh-oh. Okay. Came in a little hot. Looks like there's only 2 guys here to service the car, and tell you what, it seems like that might take a little while, but I tell you what, folks, isn't that a cute little fan down there just trying as hard as it can? That's like the little fan that could, if you know what I mean.
It is indeed. I actually want to get Jared back on the radio if we can get a hold of him. Hey, Jared, this is Crispy Bacon again. You got me?
Got you loud and clear there, Crispy.
I just wanted to ask you, we were watching your pitch strategy there and coming in, decision to come in or stay out. And, so we were just wondering, that little fan, can you feel it down there? Is it kicking?
Yeah, you know, like I said earlier, it's on the low setting, but it's circulating air.
Okay. But anyway, as I was saying about the pit strategy, we could tell it was sort of a late decision to come in. Lost a little bit of track position, but got fresher tires. That being said, so what's that? Is that running on the car battery, or you got an extra power source in there for that fan?
No, that's straight from the car battery.
Okay. Well, it was good talking to you, Jared. Thank you for the inside information. We appreciate that, and good luck out there in the race.
Hey, man, appreciate it. Hey, before you leave, though, a lot of interest in the fan.
Yeah.
Well, no, we were more focused on the pit strategies and what you were thinking and what the team was telling you there. So glad we could really, get that out of you.
Absolutely.
All right.
Anywhere, Big Ted,
Yeah, we're
take over there.
Yeah, starting to wonder if maybe you spaced out earlier in the race before we went green. I think we had covered the fan pretty good, but definitely, like Jared says, a lot of interest in it. All right, we're coming around here at 1 to green. Got Jared running in 6th place, just over, just almost to halfway. So here we go. We're going green. Green flag is out.
Interesting. If we could, not sure I like this camera angle as we're getting some false advertising.
Yeah, I was just thinking the same. Oh, here's a nice side-by-side battle with Jared. Got the #1 Busch car.
Give him
Again,
the room
not
here.
even halfway yet, so no need to really press it. Jared's got fresh tires. Might want to take care of those. Let these guys go up there and run over those first 3 cars who didn't pit. Although
the
it
two
looks like they're
Jeremys up
hanging
there.
on.
2 Jeremys up there are going to battle now for 6th, 5th place. So it'll be interesting to see how they pronounce their name.
That is a good point there, Chris. We'll let the fans know that we got a lesson earlier tonight on how to pronounce that name, Jeremy. I'd be willing to say, as Jared's pulling under the #14, Dale Brannigan. Looks like he's going to make the pass. If Dale backs off just a little, no, Dale's going to fight him for it.
It's just a little early in the race to be fighting this hard, but I will say at this point, they're spaced out, so they don't want to lose any ground. Dale definitely wants that position,
All right.
and Jared's going to fight him.
Yeah, it looks like Dale backed off. Yeah, nice move from Jared. So we were educated that it is Jeremy, especially when it, oh, and there's a big wreck in front. Good avoidance. Nicely done. Good avoidance. Might have got a little bit of side damage, but it doesn't look too bad. We're going to take a spin around the car and take a look. Saw it pop up there, but it looked like it went away as soon as we,
That was a great job.
She is clean as a whistle. Clean as a
lot of-
whistle.
A lot of people don't know these drivers are thinking in their head when they see a wreck, they can't just immediately punch the brake because they got to understand what's going on behind them. Those guys are not just going to punch the brake either. So just a great job all around by Jared there to avoid that. Not stay in the gas, but also not hold everybody up and get run over. Beautiful job, beautiful execution by the number 9 Taco Bell Chevy Monte Carlo.
Couldn't have said it better myself, Chris. That was perfect execution from both Jared and you. Both of you are showing off your professional
See
skills.
it the way it is.
I tell you what, in this day and age, it's all about the dollar, if you know what I mean. So we're got the pace car in. We're going green. This might be, yeah, we got 10 laps to go after this one. So, all right, the leader's gone. We're going green. Jared pulls up very nicely on the back of the old number 7. Again, they've got old tires, so it could be he's trying to take it easy, might have spun him. Lap car's going to go down to the apron and let him by. That's really safe. That's what you like to see out of the lap cars.
Agreed. Orlando's on really old tires. Brian got a great start there as the leader. He can do that, and he can get a good jump. It's just going to be a matter of if anyone can catch him now on their tires.
It looks like Jorge is putting a little bit of pressure on the leader up there. You can see out the front of Jared's car here. So, yeah, it'll certainly be interesting. Oh, yeah, it looks like Orlando's got her loose there. I imagine those tires are starting to wear pretty thin.
Yeah, and you can really hear those tires screaming from inside the car when you're driving around here. You can really feel them. You can hear them. I can only imagine what Orlando's tires are telling him right now.
I tell you what, Brian has got him a nice line around this 1 mile track. He's still able to keep it nice and low. Looks really steady. So, well, and just as I say that, he does shoot up a little bit high. Gets it back down low exiting. So you can see our first, second, third, and fourth cars have kind of spread out just a little bit. Looks like 5th and 6th are doing the same just behind Jared.
Yeah, they're trying to get settled in here. I will say that the top 5 outside of the leader are definitely trying to gain some ground because this is the time when they want to get up there. They're not going to have time with 10 to go, with 5 to go to really make those moves, so they want to be gaining that ground, which means they're burning these tires up. That being said, Brian is also really driving
we got
hard.
A caution. Yellow flag is back out. Sorry, don't mean to cut you off there, Chris, but looks like that might have happened just behind. Now, I tell you what.
Sorry, guys. Ran out of talent.
Ooh. Wow, he fessed up to that one, didn't he?
Sorry, I missed that, partner. If you could translate.
Yeah, whoever it was said he ran out of talent. Let's go see.
That can happen pretty easy in these cars.
Oh, indeed he did. He took a line straight out of the mouth of
been hanging on the whole
crispy bacon.
I love it. Oh,
He must have been watching your broadcast.
I agree,
at some
partner.
point.
It might be interesting to jump to a TV2 view there or something, but anyway, you're the one in control of that. My pick is on Brian. I don't think anybody's going to be able to get past him on this restart or anywhere past it. It's going to be interesting to see if they can. I want to hear Jared do it, but I don't know that it will.
Going back
we are
green right now.
Here at the Monster Mile.
Be interesting to see if this lap car dives down to the apron like he did, and he does. Oh, the number 1 got an incredible run coming out of 2 there. Wow.
You saw Jared there a little bit loose and then immediately tighten. He really muscled that car around.
Wow. Jeremy Rose in the number 1. I tell you what, he is on red. Oh, Jeremy just pitted. He didn't just pit, but he's got even fresher tires.
I agree. As I said before, partner, it might be interesting to jump to a different camera angle, but we're definitely enjoying the broadcast nonetheless. It's going to be interesting to see if Jared can make up this ground. He seems to be losing a lot of ground. Not sure if he fell out of his line or what happened there.
I think those tires are probably starting to catch up with these guys who, well, but Jared's tires are not that old. Yep, let's just see if he gets back in rhythm here. We're going to have 9 to go this time around.
Yeah, he had a really fast qualifying. He's really quick in practice. Not sure if they made an adjustment on that last pit stop that maybe he's not happy with or what's happening there. He is losing some speed there. But maybe he can find his line here. And as I say that, Jorge has jumped up to the lead.
Indeed.
It is getting interesting, folks. Brian, those old tires might finally be getting around feeling the wear as Jorge's fresher tires have allowed him to take over the lead there. Brian's was my pick to win it, but partner, I don't know if I'm going to be right now. I'm not sure if you're there or not, but we'll just
indeed I
keep
am.
rolling with it.
The incredible view I have up here in the booth. Oh, and we have the number 3 in the inside wall here. Looks like we're going to stay green, but he brushed the wall there on the backstretch. Yeah, I think those old tires in the old number 3 are finally catching up to him. I tell you what, we're going to hop back in the car here because I think we're going to see some action in front of Jared. There they are. They are 4. It's a nice little cluster there. Here
It's
we go.
getting it really tight here.
There we go.
They're getting
There's
loose.
a freebie. That's a freebie. That's one down.
We really want to see green flag laps here. Really hoping they don't throw out the caution.
Yeah,
to
the
put
old
in
number
the race.
7, Orlando, he is all over the place, and Jared's got a nice run on him. Oh, yeah, the number 7's got front-end damage. He's not going to be able to hang on.
Jared's going to go low here, try and hold on the bottom. Those tires.
All right, that's going to put him in the 4th position.
Definitely hold it there.
I would imagine he's going to be able to run down Brian. Will he have enough time? There's only 5 laps left. Oh, and here's a caution. I tell you what, if I were Jared, I would have not wanted to see that caution. I mean, it is going to bunch him up. But I want to say he would have been reeling in the old number 3 there. Oh, and indeed, that may be the end of the race.
Yes, as I said before, there are no green-white checkers, so that one might end it. If we do go back green, it won't be but for a lap. So Jared has locked in the top 5. And I mean, we were both wrong on that pick there, Big Daddy. It's Brian's tires finally just caught up to him.
Yeah, I think they finally just gave up on him. And I tell you who the...
Yeah, I was wondering that, dude. I thought you made
I mean, outside of the actual winner,
I did it last time.
Jeremy Rose in the number 1 there, he, you know, pitted about 8 laps after the larger group that pit, and
Lucky dog coming on the outside.
it was kind of obvious he had some fresh rubber there, and he made his way on up to 2nd, and who knows, if he'd had a few more laps, he might have taken the lead there too, so.
I agree. I think Jeremy Rose's decision to pit when they did was a great decision by that team, and as we can see, it really paid off. It's a shame for them that they couldn't make anything else happen, but on the same note, Jorge pitted as well, so they were both fast. Would have liked to see a green flag battle there to the end, but happy that those top 5. They've been battling up there the whole night, so happy to see, or whole afternoon, I should say. My apologies. Happy to see all of them finish strong.
I tell you what, if they get the 2 to go this time,
We might see a lap
we
on
might
the green.
get 1 green flag lap. I could be wrong. We're gonna find out here in about 5 seconds. What's up, Dago?
I agree, partner, real quick.
And G Stu.
Jorge is going to hold on to it. And I got another bold prediction that says Jared is going to make it into the top 3 to finish out the race as we go green here. Also, another big shout out to Dago and G Stu from where I'm at. Can't see you, but I hear you must be there.
All right,
so
we've
going
gone
green.
back green. G Stu and Dago, y'all got here just in time to see our alter egos. I am Jack Big Daddy Parker. We might have to blow the whistle here. We're going to see. I'll tell you what, Jorge got off to an incredible lead. Looks like they're going to finish the exact way they started. 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th. Jared's going to get a little bit of pressure, but I don't think it's anything to worry about. Oh, the 4 is going to hit the wall, finishing. Old school cars back on the track. And I'll tell you what, before we go, let's throw it down to the pits. I think we got Jared. Jared, you got us?
Got you loud and clear there, Big Daddy.
I tell you what, Jared, that looked like a lot of exciting racing. Tell you what, I already told you what, but those cars look like they're a handful. But how'd she handle for you, and are you happy with the finish?
She handled like a dream for these particular type of cars. Very happy with the finish. It was a little bit hot in the car though. The fan we had just would not work correctly, so definitely to work on that.
That fan.
Back in the
Yeah.
shop. But overall, pretty pleased with it.
Very nice. I was going to ask you about the fan because I knew we hadn't asked you about that yet, so I'm glad you brought it up. All right. Well, I got to ask you before we go. It looked like you only had 2 guys down there in the pit box. How are y'all managing to get those tire changes done so efficiently and quick?
Well, these guys are world-class athletes. I mean, they wake up in the morning and they pee excellence. So, they get it done when it's time to get it done.
I tell you what, Jared, I like the way you talk about your guys. Any day you need me, I'd be glad to dust off my old fire suit and get down there and get dirty and get greasy and change some tires for you anytime you need it.
I appreciate it there, Big Daddy.
What does that mean? Makes no sense. So to shake and bake, it's nonsense.
All right, Crispy, you got any last words before we sign off here?
I know. Thanks for tuning in. We appreciate you watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you like what you see, check us out elsewhere on Twitch and wherever else you can find us. But I'm sure Charlie will tell you. Sorry, Big Daddy will tell you that. But thanks for watching from Chris P himself.
All right, for Crispy Bacon, my friend and yours, to my left, your right. Thank y'all for joining us. I am Jack Big Daddy Parker. I hope y'all enjoyed what you saw. If you liked it, hit that like button. Make sure you get all the notifications. Subscribe if you want. Come back and see some more good action. See y'all.